All right, we are live and in action. So, hello everyone, and welcome to tonight's Zoom. We're super excited to have you guys all on and all join us tonight. My name is Cameron Moss, and I have the absolute honor of guiding us through this, leading us through this, along with my co-host, Miss Samantha Rose, who's going to be sharing some awesome stuff. So first and foremost, I just want to thank you guys for taking the time to jump on with us tonight. Maybe you're tuning in live on social media. Maybe you're tuning in here on the Zoom app with us. But however you're tuning in, we're super excited to have you on. And just to kind of give you a little glimpse of what will take place over the next 25 minutes or so is we're going to let you hear from some people who have been using Keto Nat. I know some of you who are on the call tonight might be familiar with what this is. Some of you may have no idea. Maybe you literally just talked to a friend today that was like, oh, by the way, I have to tell you about something amazing. So we're going to kind of touch on several different things. We want to give you an idea of, number one, why we're so excited, what this is, why it's such a big conversation, how you can use this and implement this into your life right away. And some different ways that you can participate in our community, in what we're doing in this amazing keto movement. So we're actually going to go ahead and dive right in. We want to respect everyone's time tonight. And we do this really cool thing when social distancing isn't a thing. We get together and we do what we call a keto mixer. And what that is it's when we come together and we share experiences and we explain what it is. We get to taste some different flavors. So we're going to kind of use that same outline, if you will, tonight. The only difference is we're not handing you little cups of ketones. I certainly wish we could do that through the screen. But if you are sipping on some ketones while you're tuning into this, I would love to know what flavor you're drinking. And if you are currently drinking ketones as well, what is the favorite flavor that you're drinking? So tonight I'm going to ask an amazing young lady who I see right now is absolutely glowing, who is going to share with us what her experience has been since she actually started using Keto Nat. Miss BB, I see you there in your beautiful orange. That color looks amazing on you. I'm going to have you kick us off. I'm going to hit unmute. It might ask you to unmute your camera there as well. Let's see if we can. There you are. Okay.
I just got done with boot camp.
Oh, okay. So perfect. So you're all fired up, right?
Right.
I love it. I love it. Well, BB, I'm happy to have you on. Thanks for sharing with us tonight. If you wouldn't mind just sharing with everyone on the call what your journey has been with Keto Nat, how long you've been using it, what you love about it, and I'm going to turn it over to you.
Well, it's really interesting because I only got on the ketones because a very good friend of mine asked me to do it. And I thought, well, I'll help her out. I'll try it for a month. Well, within the first week, I was hooked. It tasted great. It took away my cravings for chocolate and that afternoon slump that I had every day about 2 o'clock. It was gone. I had the energy to go to work. I went back to exercise. I just was feeling amazing. And, and I thought at first, it really isn't the drink, but I kept it up. And the more I kept it up, the better I got with it. I really became a fan. I started in November. I went on a ski trip in December. And the first 2 days, I was really great with my low-carb diet. I kept drinking the ketones every morning, and I stayed on my diet. Well, after the third day, I said, screw this. I'm having hot chocolate and French fries with my grandchildren, and I had a hamburger, and I ate the bun. And I was really bad, but I continued to drink my ketones, okay? And I could keep up with everybody. Now, I'm 66. But I could outski them. I had the energy to go. So when I got back home, I was a little skeptical about getting on the scale. But guess what? I didn't gain not 1 pound thanks to ketones. Now, you may not believe that, but of course I did exercise. The skiing is a lot of exercise. But I ate. And I ate and enjoyed myself and didn't gain any weight. And that's the best thing about the ketones is it helps you flush your system if you've eaten something bad. And what I have found that people who aren't being successful with it is because they're not consistent. You have to drink it every day. You can't drink it Monday through Friday and skip it on the weekends because you're going to go on a binge. You have to continue to take your ketones. You won't be sorry. Oh, I didn't mention how much weight I've lost. So in November, I started at 170, and I'm now between 140 and 145. And I'm gone from a size 10 and sometimes a size 12 down to a 6. And I have weighed 140 pounds before, but I always wore a size 8. So maybe they've made clothes bigger, I don't know, but I'm liking I can wear a size 6 at 5'8".
I love it.
The fat is gone around my middle and my thighs. It's amazing. It's amazing. I've lost weight before, I've exercised before, but I've never gotten these results. You have, and even more important than that is how good I feel. And my skin. My skin looks better. My nails are growing again. I wore fake nails. I'm not lying, 20 years. I wore them fake nails. I mean, they were either gator blue and orange or tiger gold and blue. You know, I had them fake nails every Friday. Well, I took them off and my nails were horrible, but they've improved with ketones. And my skin, the rosacea is gone.
Wow, wow. I mean, I think we could all go home right now, couldn't we? I mean, we're good. Let's give us some ketones. I love that, BB. Listen, I have to say, y'all, I got to sit down with BB at her first. It was actually like an in-person. We sat down at her friend's dining room table. She was a little skeptical for sure, but when I saw her again a couple months later, my mouth literally dropped. So that's amazing, BB. Thank you so much for sharing. You're like on fire in so many ways, and you're such an inspiration. So thank you. Appreciate you so much for joining in tonight and sharing that amazing story with us.
You're welcome. It was great. Stay on it, girl.
Yes. All right. Very good. Well, I do have one more person I want to go ahead and have share real quick before we go on for a little bit more information. And her name is Michelle. And Michelle is a mom from here in Florida, northern Florida area. And I want to just have Michelle share with us a little bit about what your experience has been with ketones. Let me unmute you here.
Hey. Yeah, thanks so much. So I started drinking ketones in May, and it was kind of the end of May. After a couple of weeks, when you do this consistently, I mean, you immediately can feel the difference in your energy. And that was the main thing for me. I mean, I know that it's been kind of crazy. So I've been working from home more with everything going on. And so I had to make adjustments, and my energy level was going down again. And so when all this started happening, I was like, well, this has got to be it, because mentally I was just not really doing well. And so this has given me a lot of things because I have a purpose. I have a great group of people around me, and how it is changing my life in a physical and mental way is just, it's really, really amazing. So far I've lost 25 pounds since the end of May. And I don't, like she said, I don't always do what I'm supposed to. I have 3 kids and we're just kind of like crazy busy. So sometimes I eat the right things and sometimes I don't. But I do make sure I drink them every morning when I wake up, and I drink them every afternoon to the evening. If I do it later in the day, I'll have a caffeine free. And that seems to be helping me with sleeping too, because I was really having a tough time only sleeping for a couple hours at a time. So that has really changed my life to be able to be resting. Whereas before it was like every 2 hours I'd be waking up with anxiety, and I had a lot of nightmares. So for it to help with that too was a surprising thing, and I'm really excited about it.
Wow, I love it, Michelle. Thank you so much. It's been awesome to see you just bloom through this process, and that's really cool. I know you mentioned earlier when we talked that you did your first reboot this month, right? Was that your first? Yeah. So
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just, it sounds crazy when someone tells you, okay, we're going to go fast for 60 hours. You're like, yeah, right. These people are nuts. But, actually, I've been doing a lot of intermittent fasting and I really enjoy it because I have energy without having to eat. So learning how to pay attention to, what I'm eating and not being in a negative relationship. And then being able to fast and have so much energy. I even went and worked out the other day and I didn't feel bad. It's not, making me feel bad. So when you hear 60 hours, don't be freaked out. You just drink water. We have things to drink. And it's actually a really amazing feeling. And if you hit a plateau, which is kind of where I was at with my weight, where I was just kind of stuck right at that 180 point again. And I've gotten under 180 for the first time since I had my daughter, which is 3 years. So that's it. The reboot is a really cool thing.
Yeah, it is. I call it the plateau breaker. So if anyone's taking little notes, write down reboot plateau breaker because you definitely want to get some more info on that. Well, Michelle, thank you so much for sharing your experience. I know that it can be a little hard to do. Like we want to share, but it can be a little nerve wracking to get on camera and share that. So we really appreciate you for taking the time to come on tonight and share. So awesome. Well, I'm actually going to just kind of interview a friend of mine who has been in this ketone space for several years now. She's super like smart. She considers herself like a, I don't want to say it wrong, but like kind of like a nerd. Like she's all into like science and like all that stuff. So anyway, she understands all of this a lot more than I do for sure. She's going to tell us real quick, and Sam, I'll have you go ahead and unmute. Samantha's going to tell us a little bit about like what is ketosis? I know some of you guys may be familiar because of the keto diet, but give us just a quick rundown, Sam, like what's ketosis? What is keto nat, which these amazing ladies were referring to with their stories?
Yes, absolutely. So first of all, like I love intermittent fasting. It definitely gets me through my plateau. So 60-hour reboot all day long. And BB, you're amazing. Was anyone on here inspired? Because that inspired me. I was like, yes, go baby. But what ketones are they're a fuel source. Ketones are a fuel source. And they're the highest quality fuel source that our body could get, right? So with us drinking these ketones, we're giving our body exactly what it wants, needs, loves, and prefers. So if you think about hunger, I'll give you a quick little overview. If you think about hunger, it's when your body is asking you for fuel. It's not asking you just for food, right? We get fuel from food, but it's asking for fuel. And if you could give it the highest quality fuel source just by drinking something that tastes amazing, would you do it? Right? Because I would, and that's what we're doing here. So these are ketones that you can drink. They're the exact same ketones. Yes, like Cameron has right here. They come in little packets in a ton of different flavors. That's True Passion. I can see that from like a mile away. One of my favorites. But they're ketones you can drink, and they put you into ketosis without having to follow any specific diet. So I know a lot of you watching are all following different diets. You're all in different places on your journeys. And that's why I love ketones. The simplicity of it really does allow each and every one of us to benefit from being in ketosis. For some people, it's energy, mental clarity, focus. For some people, it's fat loss, cutting your craving, curbing your appetite. Some people are like sleeping the best they have slept in years, right? Just from drinking these ketones and being in ketosis. And what ketones are, for those of you who don't know, and I won't go super science nerd on you, but they're really just something that your body already produces, okay? But the thing is, most of us aren't producing them as much, or if at all, because we're not following either a ketogenic diet, super strict diet, right? So a lot of people are successfully following keto. They have amazing results, but for some people, it's not necessarily the easiest thing to start doing, or maybe for whatever health reasons, or just because they might not want to follow a specific diet, and count macros and measure things. And for some people that works, and they can tie that with the ketones, and it just optimizes what they're already doing, right? Regardless if it's keto or if it's like, I have athletes that drink this that are my friends who are eating like 300 grams of carbs. They're like Olympic weightlifters, totally loading up on the carbs, but they're also maintaining lean muscle mass. They're dropping fat. They're focused. They're feeling great. Their endurance is higher than it's ever been in their life. And they're like, what is this stuff? At the same time, there's moms dropping their baby weight. And, you know, people from womb to tomb, like we always say, are drinking these ketones and experiencing ketosis. Keto Nat is super powerful, and it's safe, it's clean, and it's something our body is already used to. It's nothing foreign. Even pregnant women, breastfeeding women, children, it's super safe. So to answer your question, sorry if that was really long, but ketones are a fuel source, the highest quality fuel source, and they put you into ketosis without a specific diet.
That's perfect. No, I love that. Great information. And like we said in the chat here, love that it's completely clean, completely natural. I know someone in here saying that she's been breastfeeding for a few years while using it. We have people use it during pregnancy. Like, it's just safe. It's natural for your body. So like Sam said, so I'm holding a pack here of what it looks like. So Samantha, what is the way that you recommend somebody to actually use this product when they get started? Like, what's the general kind of recommendation of how to use it? What do we do with this pack?
So basically all you have to do is mix it up in water, okay? And you can mix it up in either a water bottle. It could be 12 ounces, 16 ounces, 24 ounces, whatever you prefer. Some people like it room temperature. Some people like it cold. Mary Beth has a shaker cup full of ice, and that's the way I drink it. Sometimes I even get fancy and I pour it in a glass. But there's no wrong way to really drink ketones. All you have to do is stay consistent and drink them every single day, just like Phoebe said. Don't skip any days, and you're gonna feel like a new human when you start drinking this. So if you wanna optimize your benefits, let's say you're looking for fat loss, right? How many of you are on here looking for fat loss? I know at some point or in time and another, we're all like, oh, I could use lose a little fat here and there. So ketones, have that second serving if you want to, right? It's a fuel source and it's gonna make us not hungry. So that will contribute to fat loss. It contributes to cutting your cravings and curbing your appetite big time. So you can also tie it with something called intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is amazing. We'll do another video that explains all about intermittent fasting here in the near future, but it's incredible. That's basically what the reboot, you know, what they were talking about with the reboot. So all you do is drink it every single day. Don't skip any days. And, you know, just enjoy the benefits, enjoy the process, see what it does for you, and then say, okay, well, I maybe want to take it to this next level or this next level. And just 1% better every day, guys, right? 1% better every day. Progress, not perfection, is my philosophy. Hopefully that answers the question.
It does. It's perfect. And, you know, I find oftentimes when I'm talking to people, like, how many people have tried so many different things? Like, who can honestly say I've tried it all, whether it was a diet, a product, whatever it is. So many people have tried so many different things, myself included, and I've seen it all. I used to run a weight loss clinic. Like, I've seen all the things that we do in the effort of losing weight. And what I love about this is that Keto Nat, it's pure therapeutic ketones. It's backed by science. This was formulated for our Navy SEALs. This was funded by the Department of Defense. Like, this isn't just some bobo like, oh, here it's on the shelf at GNC. Like, this is real solid science. And that's what I love about Prove It, is that we lead with education. Like, when people tell me, oh, I'm a little skeptical, I'm like, hey, not to worry. Like, we have all of the resources and more that you could ever want, down to the doctors that literally wrote the book, The Ketogenic Bible, that are talking about this. So if you are someone that really wants to dive into that part of it, I'm just gonna ask you to write down proveit.tv as a resource that when we get off of here tonight, you can go in and you can nerd out and you can watch those videos and you can see it and you can take it as far as you want to on the science side of things. Love that. Samantha also put it in the chat box here. So that's awesome. So now we know, number one, we got to hear from these amazing ladies that shared a little bit about what it's done for them in the last not even year. They've both been using it less than a year. And then we got to hear, you know, what is Keto Nat? How do you use it? So now you know how to use it. Super, super easy, which is huge. And so now let's talk a little bit about how to get started. If you're like, all right, I have to do it. I'm sold. I heard it. I'm going to do it. I believe it. Let's talk about how to do that. Now, before we get into that, I'm going to have one more person share a little bit about not only what this product has done for him, because it's been amazing, but the community. Because like you heard Becca say, not Becca, Michelle, sorry about that. Like you heard Michelle say, part of this blessing for her was the community. It was the support that she got along with this. So Mr. Alexander Gonzalez, yes, where are you, my friend? Hey, hey, right, look, they're already clapping for you. You have fans. Hey, what's up, Alex? Hey, listen, I'm happy to have you on tonight. Share with us a little bit, if you will, about kind of what your journey's been like with the product, and also the community side of it, and why you decided to go from the corporate world of banking to really pursuing this and wanting to shout it from the rooftops.
Sure. Great question. There's a lot of questions in that. Awesome. So I'm going to do this as pithy and as quickly as I can. So I was blessed to find this product back in January of 2017. At the time, I was fat, tired, and miserable. I was not an active father in my children's lives, and I woke up every day to 7 alarms to a job that I hated. And I basically had just told myself that I was big boned, I'm Latino, it's my, there's nothing I can do about this. I tried diets, I've shot myself in the belly, I've drank the shakes, I did the pills, I did all the things to try to lose the weight, and I would lose some weight, and then it'd all come back, and it'd come back, with a vengeance. It was like, you try to get rid of me, I'm coming back, and I'm bringing some friends. And so I just kind of gave up. I truly kind of gave up on myself, and I gave up a little bit on life. Well, that ended up making me someone who was miserable at work, probably miserable to live with, and definitely not the best father that I could be. As I, at the time, was a father of a 3.5-year-old. Now I'm a father of a 7-year-old and a 3.5-year-old. My wife was pregnant with our son at the time that we found this. I knew that I wanted better, and there was a moment that I was, sorry, I just read, I love Mary Beth Farmer. I literally tell everyone, I just tell the belly shots. Not those kind of belly shots, people. HCG shots in the belly. I literally used to joke and say that if you told me drinking horse urine would help me lose weight, I would drink it. And then I found out that they literally derive HCG from horse urine. So been there, done that, y'all. When I say I tried it to lose the weight, I said I tried it. I tried praying. I was like, Jesus, let me wake up skinny tomorrow, please. That was my truth, but I was miserable through all of it. And I was watching my buddy Francisco, who has abs. I have flab. So I'm like, okay, he's drinking whatever this is. This must not be for me. But I watched his life be transformed in another way, because it wasn't transformed because he needed to lose weight, but his life was transformed because he found a community that was teaching him to be his best self. And so whenever I hit my rock bottom, which was a moment, it might sound funny, but if you're a big person, you get it. When I was on a roller coaster and the harness didn't fit over me and they had to kick me off the ride, and I couldn't ride the ride with my daughter, and I couldn't explain to her why I couldn't ride the ride with my daughter, I reached out. I was ready for a change. And what I found when I went for the change, I was ready to change it for my body. But what really transformed was my entire life, because I found a community of people that I didn't even know, that believed in me on this journey, believed that not only could I transform my physical body, but that I could transform everything about me. And every day I get to wake up with no alarms, excited to share and be in a career that I've never loved. Like, I have been blessed truly to work at some great places, but I never loved doing what I do, and I get to do it every single day, because what I get to do is transform lives. I'm a full-time dad, I'm a part-time dream maker now, and because of that, I've been able to see my ripple effect affect the lives of many, and there's nothing better than waking up every single day knowing that you're gonna change a life today, and going to bed knowing that you and your people and your crew, because you get a whole big old crew with you, are waking up changing lives too. And so when I say that this drink changed my body, I mean it. But what I mean more than anything is this community, this business opportunity changed my life. So I know that was a really long answer, but I think I hit all the bullet points. that you asked.
No, that was perfect. I know I gave you a whole loaded question there, so that's perfect. I love that. Thank you so much. Sam, I'm actually going to toss the mic over to you. Boop, there you go.
I'm unmuted now. I'm like, hey, that was powerful. Like, did anybody else get goosebumps multiple times? Because mine was like, whoosh, and you know, Alex is one of my friends, like in real life, and just knowing and seeing the journey that he's been on since even just the day that I met him to now, it's like night and day. And then when I look back and I hear his stories, I'm just like, damn, it's just amazing. You know, I love the power of the community. It's truly it. Dream maker, like, is such a perfect word that you used. And I always say this, but you don't know what you don't know until you know it, right? Like, I didn't know that I needed to feel better, and I didn't really realize that I could be a better mom or be a better friend or be a better, like, just everything, loving myself, right? Being a better version of myself until I started drinking ketones. Okay, that's where it all started. And then I plugged into the community because at first I was like, these people, I don't care about Facebook groups. I don't care about support. I don't need help or accountability. I got this on my own. No, guys, no. It's way cooler when you're doing it with other people who love and support you, who are on the same journey, pursuing better. We're all rising each other up. It's super, super powerful. So what I will say now, I'll get us back on track. Sorry, I got really excited right there for a second. But Cameron, I want to ask you a couple of questions. So now that we've talked about, you know, the product and how do we get it? What does it do? We've heard some amazing stories. We talked about the community and how the support can get you from where you are now to where you want to be. But, you know, for someone who's really ready to get started, for someone who's watching this right now and was just inspired by everything that just happened, because I still have goosebumps, what do you recommend they do to get started? How would they go about getting started?
Well, that's a great question, Samantha. Thank you. So our company operates off of a platform called community-based marketing. And what that means is that when you buy this product, you're not going to walk into Walmart and find this in the supplement aisle. You're not going to walk into GNC. You're actually going to get this from someone who has said, hey, I'm using this product. I love this product. When you order, you actually get a referral code. It's part of it happens with your account. So you're actually going to get with the person that invited you on here tonight and say, hey, I'm ready to order. Like, I need the website. I need your referral code. They will give you a code. You will click that. It will take you to the Prove It website. Now, you can get started. There's a couple different ways you can get started. We do have an amazing deal right now where you can get 3 boxes of ketones, which is 60 days worth, for an awesome deal. And I'm just going to tell y'all, like, when you decide that you're going to do something like this, if you can set yourself up for that, saying, you know what, I'm committed to 2 months of this no matter what. I'm committed to drinking this every single day. And maybe you have days where you add in a second serving, but you're going to start with at least once a day. Get yourself 60 servings of it. Drink it every day, no matter what. No matter what. Like Bibi said, going on vacation, I don't care. Drink your ketones, no matter what. Drink it every day, because you're going to look back and go, wow, like everything they said was right. This is absolutely amazing. There's other options on there. You can go in, you can pick out some flavors, put together whatever you want as far as products go. A couple of the people mentioned some other support products that we have. Keto Nat is our star player, so you're going to see that on the website. If you are someone who maybe you're already living the ketogenic lifestyle and there are things that you add into your plan, such as MCT oil, that's an amazing support product with the ketogenic lifestyle. We have an awesome MCT product that was formulated by Dr. Mary Newport. Like, I'm telling you, you're going to get on the website and you're like, holy moly, this is amazing. Everything on there, you can literally click more info and see more information about the product. But whatever you do, grab some Keto Nat, get started with that. When you place your order, it's going to be like a normal checkout process that you would do online, but you're going to be asked if you want to do a one-time order or if you want to do a monthly order. And what you're going to see is that you have the opportunity to set up Smart Ship, which is going to mean that you're getting 22% off your order every month. So the cool thing about that is when you get a little ways into this and you're like, oh my gosh, I only have like 5 packs left. Like, I get panic texts all the time. Like, oh my gosh, I only have 5 packs left. What am I going to do? Like, I can't be without it. So when that time comes, you're going to know that just as soon enough, you're going to have another box showing up at your door. You're going to be able to control what flavor it is and move your date up and back after that order runs and all that good stuff. You can work with it. It's easy to manage, but you're going to get that next order at a 22% discount and then each order after that. So Smart Ship is definitely something that you want to do. It is the way to go. You're going to get all the perks that come along with that as being a customer. And like Alexander said, he was waking up going to a job that he didn't particularly love. I personally was doing something that I absolutely love. I'm a medical esthetician, so I do skincare and permanent makeup and all that, and it's so fun. The thing was, though, I was a business owner, and if anyone has ever had a brick and mortar business, you probably know that a lot of the times you're working to keep your place open. Like literally, I worked my butt off to pay the bills to keep my place open. I can't tell you how many years I didn't actually bring home money because I was paying my employees or keeping my place open. So for me, and a lot like Alexander and a lot of other people on here, I was like, look, as passionate as I am about this, if I can marry this with my opportunity and my entrepreneur just ways that I was literally born with, like that's amazing. And I saw people succeeding at a high level. And I'll tell you, if you don't know, like there's a ton of opportunity. This is a conversation that is just being introduced to the world. Literally, the ketone conversation, this is the biggest time for the ketone conversation. Like 4.5 years ago when I got started, people still thought keto was a bad thing. Can you imagine that? Because now it's everywhere. Like you go in the store, it's on the cookbooks, like there's 50,000 gazillion keto groups, like everyone's trying to do keto, right? And a lot of people are finding that it is tough. So when you come along like a little fairy and say, oh, did you know you could drink this and get into ketosis? They want to kiss you. They're like, oh my God, no way. So listen, it's not like you're having to talk anybody into anything. You're just telling them the good news about something they don't know about. So if that's you, and if you're like, you're like, okay, well, I am just one that if I find something great, I'm going to tell the world. That was me, by the way. Like, I am the one that's like, somebody's like, I like your shoes. I'm like, oh, thanks. I got them at Target. They were on sale. They're over in the sandal aisle. Like, that's just me. So if you're like that and you're like, well, I know I'm going to tell people about it. Well, guess what? You can do that as a customer. You can get your ketones free, or you can say, I'm going to tell the world about it and nobody's going to slow me down. And you can join as a promoter and you're not going to be tied to any crazy things that you have to do, but you're just going to have free range to tell as many people about this as you want and to play whatever role in our community that you want to play. You're going to have everything you need to do that. Like I said, you're going to have your website, you're going to have everything's going to be tracked for you in your little back office, and then you can take it as far as you want. You can put your pedal to the metal and say, I'm taking it all the way, whatever the most I can do with it, that's what I want to do. Or you can say, I want to have fun with it. I want to be a part of the community. I want to drink free ketones, and everything over that is a bonus. And guess what? We're going to support you in that, whatever you decide. So like I said, to just kind of sum that up, get the website from the person that told you about this, because they're going to be one of your coaches along with the rest of the community. We're going to guide you. We're going to support you. We're going to plug you into the resources, and we're going to help you reach your goals, whether it is to transform your health, your mindset, your body, physically, emotionally, mentally, or to even maybe dip your toe in the opportunity side of it, and for you to help us champion this conversation and tell the world about the good news of ketones. So Samantha, I hope that kind of clarifies, and let me know, is there anything that I missed on that?
No, you totally covered everything. Like I can literally just end it now. Like, no, but that was perfect. That was everything. And you covered it all. Like, just to give you guys like a little recap, we talked about the product, what it does and how it's changed people's lives. Then the community, how that's changed people's lives too. But then once you plug into the community, how many different ways you can actually enjoy Prove It and the power of Keto Nat. You can activate your Smart Chip. You can get a discount every single month, 22% off, and you get a free box every 4th month that you're actually on the Smart Chip. Like they just send it to you for free. You don't even have to do anything. That's awesome. Smart Chip also qualifies you to earn that free product that Cameron was talking about. So all you have to do is share it with 2 friends and you'll start earning free product, right? So get with the person that invited you on here and say, hey, I need to find my referral code. I have some friends, or help me with a Facebook post to try to share this with my friends, or whatever it is that you need. Get with the person that invited you on. Because I mean, I'm just saying, like, does anyone else agree with me that free ketones taste better? Just saying. So take advantage of that. And then if this is something, anything after 2 people, you will earn money off of, you will earn commissions. You could literally build a small business to a massive business. Wherever your heart desires, you can take it. And everyone's at a different place. That's why I love it. And Cameron, you're amazing. All of the people who shared tonight, you guys are absolutely incredible as well. And I appreciate you guys. So Cam, it's back to you, sister.
All right. Well, I agree, Sam. You're awesome. Thank you. Thank y'all for all the love. You guys are awesome. Thank y'all for those who shared. Thank you for everyone who tuned in tonight and hung out with us for a little bit. We hope that you got some great information, a dose of positivity. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing night, and we cannot wait to hear from you and help you get your experience started. Listen, let's make a twist on 2020 and close this year out with a good bang, right? Getting on the best track, the best health, the best everything of your life. So thank you guys. Y'all take care, and we will see y'all again very, very soon. Bye-bye.